All right, in this video we've got 7.3.3, and this is referring to two circles that are externally tangent. We'll do internal tangent circles next, but this is slightly different from what we just talked about. These are not tangent lines between two circles. They are referring to two circles that are externally tangent. An external meaning that they are touching each other on the external side or the exterior sides of the triangle, sorry, of the circle. And so in this case, just really these are just quick to introduce you. DE is tangent to both circles, so we've got this, this line that kind of cuts through, and we say that DE is tangent to both circles. What that means, of course, is that DE is perpendicular to this radius and is perpendicular to this radius at the same time. What is really nice is also that A to C becomes the same line, right? You can make that assumption all the way through. It's important to say also that B is a member of both circles. Remember that circles are just a collection of points. So the point B, which is right here, right, is a member of both circles. And finally, remember that you have right triangles created anytime you have 90-degree angles. So as I look at this one, just this picture that I created, I can see some things starting to happen. We've got some, here's a triangle right here. Now we know, and we can't assume, even though D looks an awful lot like a right angle up here, that's not necessarily a right angle, but these two angles down here are definitely right angles. And so therefore DB becomes an altitude for that triangle. And so that might be helpful to you, remembering that altitudes in triangles are related to area and some other things. So we need to make sure that that may come up as something to find. And again, there's a right triangle. There's a bunch of right triangles here. There's one here, right? There's one over here, and this would be also an altitude. And frankly, if in fact you had you could have had a problem where you might be told that angle D is a right angle, then we would be back at dealing with a right triangle with an altitude. And remember that when we have a right triangle with an altitude, right, you just have to remember all the things that we know about geometric means relative to these different sides, right? We know that this is the geometric mean of these two pieces. We know that this is the geometric mean right here of this piece and the whole. And we know that this side, right, is the geometric mean of this side and the whole. So just don't forget all those things relative to right triangles, and we'll have a blast with these. So these are two externally tangent circles.